here can have the cannons. And I guess some units. Just enough to keep the siege going, you know. And the rest of you just be ready for whatever comes. It's dangerous to keep my my navy out here, because he could just jam right into me. But, you know, he's in danger as well. Alright, thank God Portugal is going to go to war with whatever Quiche is. We don't know what it is, but if it keeps them in a war and keeps them not allied with France, then I'm a happy bunny. France might actually have too many alliances to get another one. And they have 4, 5... Yeah, I don't think they'll get any more since they have 5. That's 5 out of 5 Diplo relations for them. I was hoping at least. You want to come fight me in Savannah? I think I'm more than prepared to beat your ass down, you Tech 11 savage. Might do with some backup here though, just maybe. Should have known it was coming. Those Kielwinds number in the many and they can reinforce unlike me. It's going to be one sad war against Portugal. But it's a war that has to happen. Oh, I hope I don't ever get forced out of there. To work. Jake, Portugal and France are improving relations. As long as Portugal goes to war, they can do what they want. I'm desperate enough. Let's get some extra muscle here, because I'm certainly not about to reinforce with any. I'm almost desperate enough to artillery barrage here, but I don't have to spare anything. Thank God Portugal have gone to war. Anyone know where Kitchi is? I'm guessing it's a colonial kind of war. Portuguese conquest of whatever. Actually, it probably won't even last a year. Jake, you can send those fat nobles on a diet and get some manpower. It's an idea. Could also get a conquistador. 5,000 levies is pretty good, though. Decline in the nobility won't last forever. It's kind of worth it for some manpower right now. I can't do that for a while anyway. Give me those levies. I mean, it's going to be a heavy merc war against our good friends. Regardless. I'm ballsy enough to throw my fleet out once more. If I do it just before each roll. Yes, I am cheap enough to do that. As long as he doesn't see it coming, it's good. I should probably keep these guys safe, because the Kiel ones will likely come back with a vengeance. Don't know if they're fighting or not. "13, 12, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7. You guys are out there in 3 days. You're not about to be attacked, because haha, Kiel ones are heading north. And pop, those defenders, get out of there. I don't think, what would we have had? 12 defenders desert give a -2 to it, so 6, 7, 8. 8 to 12 is 20. That would have been 18. close. Very close, actually. Alright, quiches are in Mexico. That might get us something good. Oh! 1, 2, 3, 1 isn't bad at all. I'm actually short on leaders. $50 admin is pretty nice as well, but I'm going to need a fighter anyway. And I doubt I'd be getting better elsewhere, so welcome. Your first job is to assist with that siege. Also, I think you're about to get mangled by these guys. You have a little bit of progress, so I don't want to let it go. And those lazy Ethiopians. I mean, I don't want loads out of you, I just want, well, your fort would keep you off my back. Well, honestly, I do want loads off of you. I want that gold. But I also want adaptability. Because then I can core it even faster. And cheaper. I've wanted adaptability for a long time. It's pretty much the reason I took admin ideas here. Okay, these guys are going to cause me some issues. I can see it already. I might be worth dropping Zimbabwe here. Plenty of time to grab it later. It's 55. Where did you land on the Portuguese question? Attack or no? No, it's not 55. We have a year and a half to go. I need to strike them pretty fast though. And honestly, this Kilwin war is going to drag on and hurt. And, you know, if I just crop them off here, then it's a victory for me. I can come and get this at my leisure so long as they've been cropped off from it. And that really requires these 4 provinces. At least I get some gold that way. I only have 1 state left. That gets me 5, that gets me 4, that gets me 2. This one doesn't get me much else though, it just gets me like these... What is that state anyway? Yeah, these 3 provinces. It's a bit of a garbage state. Still, I need that gold. Always thinking about that gold. Right, but the real question here is what to do about this army that's coming down to make my life that bit more miserable. I've gotten their numbers back a fair bit. I could ignore Zimbabwe, or I could go and crush them. Either way, it's going to hurt me. I think I'll ignore Zimbabwe. Guess I'll have to fight these guys eventually, but... yeah, that's going to happen in 3 days. You can get out there in a bit more than 3 days. We'll get our missionary strength, we'll get our unrest. We'll worry about no heir and no consort, especially since our ruler is actually on this siege right here, right now, when I would really rather he wasn't. Hell, we have our better guy anyway. That should work, so... now we should maybe get the siege. Oh, not quite, not quite. He really wants to save that quagmire. I know it's not quagmire, Quelimane, but I see the word quagmire, and thus it is so. What does that fool even want? Probably what he's asking me, to be honest. There we go. That's half decent. Still going to want to march down into Matt Solo. I'm not really interested in constantly fighting this guy though. But he's not keen on peace anytime soon. He'll probably be more keen on peace once Ethiopia rips him to shreds. Hi Jake, how are you doing? I'm sure you've seen the infinite money exploit, but since that requires you to take loans, I know you won't use it. Quite right. That loan button. Tantalizing though it may be. Right, this might be him just begging for me to go and attack him. And I would be able to march all the way north and finish him off with this, so this is actually a good opportunity. We'll get our units together and go and smash him over in Limpopo. Limpopo has river crossings with many places, probably all of them. Thank goodness for simple terrain map mode. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. No escaping that. Oh well. Nice of him to weaken himself slightly on NATO. Okay, well that's barely slightly. But it's going to take forever to get there. And I'm going to wish I had a better general, 315. No, that's fine because I ditched the river crossing penalty this way. And then I'm going to ditch him. – 4-1 on shock. Wow. Hello, Ethiopia. Nice of you to come and arrive during my victory dance. Just as well, because I only got a year before I need to strike Portugal. I'm glad they only have one war score, but they'll probably get all the rest of it later. Let's go and wipe up the rest of this scum. I don't need much to go there, just enough to wipe him out. I can have the mercs, really. 3, 4, so 4 and... yeah. That should be more than plenty to take all that on. As long as you got the bit of siege to take care of the rest of it, and then you guys are splitting up hard and taking care of everything else. Preferably taking care of not having loads of attrition, but that might be asking too much right now. Limpopo is supporting them at 21. You guys are going to be ages getting out of there. Damn. Take 5 maneuver and get off my case. No, they say. Oh well. Jake just got back from Pizza Run. How long has Jake been at war with Kiewa? Not too long. It's gone pretty good actually. I don't want these guys very quickly recharging. Do what you can, keep them down. Don't give them any reason to shoot. How many times am I going to forget about my fleet? This fleet is very important, and I've just lost some of it. I've just lost lots of it. Wow. Wow. Okay, well at least Gold Coast just got upgraded. And it's a good thing this war with Portugal didn't start for a while. So I'm going to need a lot of boats. Yikes. Alright, so the growth of the colony in Gold Coast has always been closely associated with a natural harbour in the area, and over time the province has come to act as something of a local trade hub. This is something that got added fairly recently, but what you see here, these important natural harbours, they can get upgraded to coastal centre of trade, which is a nice boost over this. 51051 becomes 51025 to 10. Ka-chunk. Jake, do you know there's no gold in Gold Coast? I know there's also no chance of gold in Gold Coast. That's a real disheartening part of it. Alright, we're not scared of these guys. They remain on primitive tech. How about Portugal? Oh boy, they must love defensive ideas. Almost as much as I do. gotta spread out and take care of these guys. They cannot be allowed any free movement here. That's very bad for the coffers. Lots of things are very bad for the coffers right now, but this in particular. Reinforcing those mercenaries just got horrendously expensive. They were only regular expensive before. Alright, down, down, they all go down. So what else is going down? The amount of time I have left. I need to be ready to crush these Portuguese very soon. Has he been colonizing these? No, I forget, this is all expanded since long ago. Jake, shouldn't you be saving up manpower and money for the war with Portugal? Yeah, but I saw opportunity to crush Kilwa, and I decided to take it. The problem is these are going to revolt during my war with Portugal. I need to think of what to do with that. Could just give them loads of autonomy. Okay, but the important thing is I keep this fort, and that'll keep him off of me when I come to war another time. I'm going to need this gold for the upcoming war as well. And that's good, it won't cost that much to core all this stuff either. But I'll get 2 gold provinces out of it. That's the problem though. I don't want to give autonomy to these gold provinces. But I don't want to deal with revolts here either. What's a man to do? I also don't want to release it as a vassal. Heavens no, I've already got 2 of those. I could release Mutapa, that's the thing, but I want this gold, and I want it now. Yeah, this gold. It's a good idea to finish up this war and get back into position for war later on, though. Not that I have my boats ready for that. That's going to take another year. But a lot of my units I could just merge together here and then re-recruit or recruit mercs up north. It's a shame I kind of like that, getting the war reps out of this guy. Well, I mean, I just need to occupy a little more and then he's going to have one hell of a bad time. Also, I love mercantilism, but I need money right now. Merchant guilds will become very unhappy. Actually, really quite unhappy. They do a lot for me right now, but they knew what they were getting into. I hope they don't mind when I come asking for those contributions in 3 years. But they probably will. Alright, it all continues to fall down for these guys. And I might as well unearth some of this land while I'm here. Ethiopia seems to know what he's doing, so good on him. Now we can keep the conversions going. No rebels want to rise up back home. That's what I meant earlier by I don't want to have to worry about anything back home. Portugal, are you still at war? Thank God. Keep in that war. I need you to keep in that war. Jake Butua is another gold province. Oh, I'm well aware. Here and here, they're both gold, but I can come back for those later. It's only 3, 4, 5 development of gold, and we got 4 right here, and I can only state one of them, one of these areas. Lesser Namkland? No. Mat Solo needs to be done. And the sooner it's done, the sooner we can move on to bigger and brighter things. I want some of this land. Comoros is nice, but this stuff is nicer. It's a shame I don't have an explorer to go and check it out. But once that I have this and I have the core, I can probably gain a lot from exploring anyway. Good. Finish off Matt Solo soon then. Because the islands here are high in development and low in trouble. At least your vassal would be Sunni. Yeah, I know that. But Morocco is due to get big soon enough. And again, I really want... well... yeah, the revolting mess during the Portuguese War wouldn't justify it. You are right. How many cores do Mutapa have? Mutapa Takanuchi has quite a bit. He's got all this stuff in the center at least. And furthermore, it's all in his culture. Damn it, I want that gold, but I guess... I can keep Safala at least. I can give him all this other garbage. Just pushing a little bit more will get him out of this, I'm fairly certain. Jake, I'm from Comor. Yes, I know Comor. But... are you Sunni Timbuktu or Abadi? We're Sunni. Why would I be Abadi? I mean, massive cool points, but again, why would I be Abadi? Thank goodness. Ah, lacking it in the mill again. There's only one person I want to see as my heir. Where is he? Ag Abba rises again. It can't be stopped. Yeah, he's getting more desperate now, isn't he? There's a trouble though, if Ethiopia peace out, which they could well do, then I'll get a lot less out of this. So I'd love to get this siege finished. Very close to wartime with Portugal. And I am in no position to be going to war with Portugal. No boats. No money. Let's enjoy even less money by activating our forts. Nah, you know what, we don't have time. We don't need to do that right now. I also really don't see the worth of this... and it stops enemies from just snaking up through here, which is a plus, I guess. And it would get rid of some of this devastation, but I don't care about this land. I don't care. No revolts either, which is lovely. Demand perfection, Jake. No. No, no, no. Let's not be silly. I want to crush the Portuguese more than most, but let's not be silly. You guys need to get down to Mat Solo because you have some exploring to do. Wow, there's still more to go on this guy's land. He expanded a lot. It'll be where he gets a lot of his dosh from. Jake, how goes the run? It goes. I can't deny that it goes. Maybe demanding Lolo is pushing it a bit far. It's not one of my one of the Matapan cores. He's probably not going to like all this devastation that I give him either. But at least there's no forts around here. As long as I have this, and I'm in a good position for later. Alright, Mat Solo, nice. We even get the extra production of tropical wood, but at least it's ours. Rival of our rival is Tunis. They could be our friend. Still wants me to colonize Cape Coast. Probably kind of worth it for that bonus, but I really don't want to colonize Cape Garbage. I want this stuff over here. So what if I got you an explorer? I know it's expensive, but I want you to, well, you need to be in port for that. Get to port and I'll have you explore this stuff and I'll colonize that instead. Just don't peace out yet. Alright, once Kiowa's capital is gone, they'll be bound to give us a whole lot more. Otherwise, you fought very well, guys, but get back to Sophalia. Oh, you dropped the siege? No. No, but Cape is down. Excellent. And it's our culture and our religion, and it's another place that I really want to state. Oh, I forgot. I got better tech, so I can state more stuff. 15 development of my core and my religion is well worth stating, but not yet. Sophalia, or Sophala, will probably get us more. Honestly, I want you to tell me about that province straight away, and then I will colonize it straight away. Jake, hey, but you know that forts aren't working against AI. You've changed it recently. There are some situations where the AI seem to just phase through it, but it's difficult to nail down. Alright, geez, Kilwa's still not down? You guys are slacking. And I got plenty to get what I want here, but I can always go for more, especially when it's more gold. Hell, that's probably worth more than getting some of this stuff. Even if Makua is very nice to have. It's not like there are forts here to worry about. That's pretty swell. That's pretty damn swell. Yeah, that's great. I can punch out a lot of Mutapa here. We take all the gold mine, and Mutapa can get this fort to worry about as well. Because I'll be honest, I don't want it. Yeah, won't have to worry about coring the stuff or the revolts, except for the beautiful gold mine that I want to keep for myself. If I didn't take the money, could I take another province? That's my question. Well, if I looked at the right thing, maybe. Probably if I waited just a little bit, I could get to Makua. If I can give them this little province, they'll probably be able to deal with any revolt that comes out of it. I just hope they don't autonomize at all, but they have no reason to do that either. Alright. I guess it's go time for Portuguese War. Thanks, buddy. And this is going to make me very sad. I mean, look at this gold. It's already giving me beautiful income. But you're right, I can't handle the Rebs right now, even if the money could give me mercs to kill the Rebs. What would we be looking at here? 15, 24? No thank you. No thank you. So, Mutapa, you get 7 provinces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can I tech before spitting him out? I cannot. But that means he'll be tech 12, which is rather nice. That shouldn't make anyone thinking they're too strong, except for Yaka, but Yaka can go and do one. Alright. Alright. Well, you know, actually, me holding on to this fort would be rather nice, because it would get rid of this devastation in a hurry, in like a year or so. I want that gold. Sophalan? Sophalan. I'm gutted on both sides here. Well, since I know I'm going to need it down anyway, I'm going to reduce war exhaustion, since I plan on being at war very soon, and that'll make getting my cores here faster. All I'm torn on this province. Do I want to keep it or not? Yeah, it'll take 14 years for this devastation to go away, but the autonomy is its own issue. Forget it. Mutapa, here you go. Jake, please send a colonist to Comor. Comor does not exist. Look at that. Not a real place. I admire your imagination, but I'm afraid it doesn't exist. Hang on, I don't need to explore as long as I got a conquistador right here. Oh, I think that's what I've been doing. I've been stripping you of your conquistador. Or rather, you haven't had one, so that's why you've not been exploring for me. Alright, still got a situation here, and that is severe lack of units, severe lack of manpower, and nobody back where I need them to be. Well, except these guys, but they're just jiving. I only have 3 transports. But I can make people walk a fair bit of the distance, that could save me something. First of all, ship back some mercs, since they don't cost anything on the... they don't cost manpower, at least on the journey. Alright, there's enough space for us there. Portugal's still at war. Long may they be at that war. I need them to stay in that war until May, and I can fight them good and proper. Wait, they're not like same dynasty as France or something rubbish like that, are they? Trastamara, but they've still got Avis. Friendly, friendly, bollocks. That's all I can really say about that. It's just bollocks for me. The Sudanese expansion. Moroccan armies are advancing into the southern Sahara via the Twat Oasis route. That is good and bad. Mostly bad. Now anyone I fight has this straight line down into me. But hey, whatever works for them. They're not going to make anything of those claims. Might be an event every now and then that asks me to cede it to them. Not going to happen. Damn, Portugal's so close to winning that war and allying France. The ultimate scum move, allying France. We're making good legitimacy. I could well have one of your babies. Certainly keeps you off my back at the very least. I'm gonna need a diplomat free to declare war as soon as I remember to. Jake, time to build a fort in the north. We don't have the time for that, but we do have time to actually activate our forts. I'm just shaking my head at the poor placement of my units. If I can't get them north fast enough, then I'm in one bad... Hold on, I can save time by simply bringing them here and then marching the rest north. And time is what I need to save here. Time and not encountering Portuguese ships. At least my main navy will be ready soon. I feel bad for Portugal. They're going to get stomped here. But I desperately hope the Pope does not get involved. The Pope is super strong. All that Italian land is going to give him a lot of everything. And of course he has Tech 12. The Portuguese still have Tech 11. It's bamboozling. It's not like they're even taking their defensive ideas. What are they spending it on? Well, whatever they're doing, long may they keep doing that. Gotta remember my mercs fight harder, but theirs might as well. I'm gonna need that money for my mercs, no doubt. Keep on keeping on that war, Portugal. Meanwhile... It's going to be very fragile for my boats. I really hope I don't run into any Portuguese scum on the way. But they don't have their alliance with France. Let me get a quick rundown on Pope Man. That's the Papal State. How often I forget that. The Papal State have a scary number of units, 45,000. They can afford 60. Honestly, they could probably go up to 70 or 80. Portugal have the ability to go up to 50, but it's the navy of Pope Man that I'm more concerned about. The Papal States have 15 transport. Yeah, they probably will come over and deck me with their Holy Cross. It doesn't look like the Ottomans are so keen on being my friend for that. What is going on? Why are the Serbs rising up? For what purpose? Jake, how's the Pope Navy? Yeah, 15 transports. And still enough to kick me in the teeth. And it's not like the Pope is distracted with anything. The Pope will come running. However, as long as I can get my units up north, it's not like my army is pathetic. 53,000 at Tech 12. I don't have any good ideas. Damn, they've got defensive and religious. And these are the Pope guys we're talking about. They get their discipline plus 5%. But this is the best shot I have at striking Portugal, because otherwise they're probably going to be friendly with France. And if I can just, you know, completely push them out of North Africa, that's all I'm asking, right? To be honest, I should probably be asking for more. But a war with Portugal to get them off my back is a good war worth fighting. I can also spend my my one diplomat, because I'm keeping you nailed there and you nailed there. I probably don't need to have you nailed after the war, but I should improve relations with probably Morocco. And they're going to hate me when I rescind march status. But they make a decent march as long as they keep these forts well in check, so I don't have a problem with that, so to say. As long as also they'll get their institutions when they take this land back. Yeah, not the printing press, mind, but how is the printing press doing? Can't you become Christian in order to ally France? Get off my back. I don't ally France. Ever. Alright, the printing press is spreading. Why? You don't have dip 15. European 20 development capital. Bastards. I think they can just get everything for free. Well, they can. I'm going to have to develop for that, most likely. Still, don't know what I'm hesitating about. I need to fight these guys. There's no two ways about it. Portugal needs to go down ASAP, and waiting will not save me. Waiting will get me killed. I need to go down, fish these guys up to here, march north, and that should hopefully be enough time to kick the Portuguese in the teeth. I just wonder what the Papal State are going to do. Waiting around will get me nothing. I just want to make absolutely sure there are no salted cod boats along the way, and we'll make it the reconquest of... I don't even know what. It'd be easier if I make it a fort, but... I could get it going faster if it's something here. Maracaixe is a mountainous fort and probably quite easy to take since it doesn't have a port or anything. Similarly, easy to take is all relative. It's not very easy to surround and keep safe while I'm sieging it. I can only keep people in haha whilst the people are sieging Maracaixe, and that would give the Portuguese plenty of time to just stroll down and make my life miserable. Still, taking a non-fort is its own risk. I think we will go for Tafilate. It's more fitting since it's a gold province, and that's as good a reason as any. I had no idea it was a centre of trade as well. Tafilate, you will be mine. Alright, let's do it. Cuba are involved, Portuguese Mexico are involved, Pope Man is involved. I'm already scared. Jake, you're good at relations with France, so you can press spread from Fernando Po. Has he embraced it yet? Well, it's going to grow here pretty quickly. Nearby friendly province would make it grow. It would grow faster in Benin. It would actually grow pretty fast in Benin. I still don't want to develop Benin, that much is for sure. This is a nice province for developing though. Might be tropical, but at least it's grassland. So yeah, we might be able to foster the printing press here. It'll grow slowly in these garbage provinces I have. At least if I got it around here, it would spread pretty quickly between Bambox and Sheckletown. Loads of money is also... loads of money is still a nice place to develop. I'm just sad about that. Okay, it's wartime. They got a lot of units. They're going to have a lot more when they raise them, and they got a ton of boats. I will never win on the seas. It is time to punch Portugal in the face so hard for everything they've done against us. But that is going to be in the next episode, which, if my memory serves me well, will be on Friday, for today is Monday. Cheers for joining. I'm loving Timbuck too. The EU4 grand strategy itch has just developed into a horrible, disgusting, raging rash that I must scratch. And yet, the night goes on, so, like I said, we're calling it there. Cheers for joining, and just for now, enjoy the show.